Pessoal, estamos aqui na Casa da Arquitetura Matosinhos, Porto, Portugal, e a gente vai conversar com a NOOSHIN ESMAEILI. Ela era do Canadá, é uma arquiteta, também professora no Canadá, e a gente vai conversar um pouquinho sobre o feedback dela em relação ao workshop que nós tivemos aqui do NOOSHIN Lab com os biosensores. NOOSHIN, first of all, thank you very much for your time to be with us, with your time to Brazilian audience. I am so happy to know you personally here, because we were chatting through email, things like that, and here we materialize, and it's thank you very much for all the experience. And I would like to know, for you as practitioner, architect, teacher, professor, so the workshop that we did in relation to the biosensors, data, how we can translate it to architecture, how can you translate the experience on the process and having access of the devices, and to better understand how we work on it in NOOSHIN Lab project, your experience, how it was, and the importance that you have, that you think that it could be translated to architecture.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. It's lovely to know you as well. You're such an amazing and kind person.
Thank you.
And it was a great experience, actually, because I've never seen EEG and the biosensors, the tools that you brought in. So it was really awesome to have experienced them firsthand. And I think what we discussed a lot about in this workshop about how we can actually apply this to architecture. And I think your workshop was really a perfect timing for people to see the results in a really quick time, because you had the software and somebody wore the EEG, and we were able to see quickly the results. And I think that opened our mind, especially with a little bit of experiment you did, that okay, sit, stand up, or smile. I think that's very valuable for architects, because we don't see a lot of this in our field and education and practice. We always talk about things that, oh, this is interesting, that's interesting, but actually seeing it and personally experience it, it was very valuable, especially because they're portable. You're not connected to any device. Because I've been hearing about fMRI and MRI, and that's very limited, because only limited number of people feel comfortable to be inside that machine for an hour, right?
Yeah.
So this was really interesting to see that the person can actually walk in the space while having it, and it
have
actually,
the experience.
Yes, and it made me excited to actually use it. So I'm going to connect with you guys back to use this at my project. And I think this is where we are heading, that to see results, to see something that's actually happening in the real world. And to your question of how we can apply this, or where we can apply this, I think we are a little bit still behind in discussing this with clients or with people, because we haven't done this. This is new in the industry, right?
Yeah.
But I think this is a really good way to educate our clients, and also not that they don't know it, just to let them know about the possibility of how science can help us.
Yeah.
The whole idea is the health and wellness. I think that's what's important in architecture, is that we want to build that quality in the built environment and quality of life in a space, in architecture. Yeah. And I think what you and NeuroLab and your team are doing, it's very valuable, as you're bringing all these different disciplines together, working together as a team, and also listening to each other. I think that's very valuable, and I think it's going to start a really great journey for all of us in the industry, as practitioners, as educators, to rely on science, but also to go back to who we are, the communication, the collaboration, the interdisciplinary methods. So yeah, I think
this dialogue.
Yeah, exactly,
really
the dialogue.
Yeah. My second question would be, if you would use it in your process as teacher or as practitioner, but I think that you already answered.
For sure. My work is, I'm still trying to find out exactly where and how, but I think I will for sure use it, because for some people, when you talk about experience or quality, they need proof. They need you to show them a data or scientific proof. Not for everybody, and not everything needs to be proved by neuroscience or by science. But I think in some parts, and we've all benefited from knowing that, okay, based on what science tells us, light is impacting us. Various colors impact us differently, right?
Yeah.
So now maybe we need to shift and then go through other elements of design and try to explore those areas and then apply them. And then especially if we have architects coming with different backgrounds or they are interested to become scientists, I think this would be a great tool to let them know that yes, it's open.
Yeah.
You want to go to a different path or you want to go to the scientific path.
Yeah.
I think it's open for everybody to explore.
And as architects, now we are so in this kind of environment and
Exactly.
researching and taking a lot of knowledge. So I think that here in Moving Boundaries, we are always talking about to build a bridge
Yes.
between architecture and neuroscience. And now I think that we are going to create a new one,
Yes.
a bridge between Brazil and Canada.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
amazing.
Why not?
Why
for
not?
Sure,
Perfect,
for sure. I think
perfect.
Neurolab is doing an amazing job with the collaboration, and I think the culture you guys are building, it's very valuable because at first it's how we communicate, how we connect with one another,
Yeah.
and that's where you create a team who supports each other and also you go towards a successful journey. I think that's one of the important things because yes, neuroscience is beautiful, architecture is beautiful, but it's the collaboration that makes both very strong.
Yeah.
So kudos to you guys for doing such an amazing job, and I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to collaborate with you and your
Thank
team.
you very much,
in the
and it will be a
future.
pleasure and an
would
honor
love to.
to
Thank
all
you.
of us. And thank you very much for this time.
My pleasure.
Eu preciso devolver a NOOSHIN agora porque está rolando lá as atividades. Então já tivemos aqui NOOSHIN ESMAEILI from Canada, with us in Neuro, conosco no NeuroLab. A gente já começa a trocar as línguas aqui. Então acompanhem, tem muito mais. NOOSHIN, thank you very much for
My
your
pleasure.
attention and thank you. Could you say até mais?
Até mais?
Yes, to Brazilian, like see you later.
Okay.
Até mais.
Até mais.
Yeah, perfect.
Was it good?
Yeah, wonderful.